Good afternoon. My name is Neeraj. My student ID is 25000808, and this video is regarding my assignment Staff Retention and Educator Well-being in Early Childhood Education and Care Introduction. For this reflection, I have focused on staff retention and educator well-being in early childhood education and care. I selected this problem as I have witnessed the extent of fatigue, underappreciation, or even burnout feelings of many teachers because of work stress and workload. This influences the quality of education and the stability of children and families. As it has been in my case, educators are better motivated and tend to remain longer in their jobs when they feel secure, valued, and understood. I think that this is a vital role of good leadership. Empathetic leaders provide feedback and establish a trusting relationship, which develops a productive atmosphere where all people can flourish. In my case, the well being of the educators in the background of quality early childhood education. Due to this, I will address the problem of staff retention and well being, find associated risk in relation to the professional practice and children's outcomes, and suggest leadership strategies to resolve them. I will use leadership theories like transformational and distributed leadership and consider how to transform such conditions to be helpful, cooperative, and high quality for educators and children. The issue in the Australian context, staff retention in early childhood education and care is a complex and long term problem dependent on various intertwined factors. Based upon Bronfender's biological model, French et 2021 articulate that problems of educators recruiting, staying, and well being are present in several systems, compromising individual, organization, and social. On a personal level, teachers tend to have emotional burnout because of poor remuneration, excessive work, and career growth. Stress and turnover may be exacerbated in workplace by poor leadership, lack of support, and professional autonomy. There are greater reasons why educators do not want to stay in the industry, including irregular governmental funding, reduced professionalism, and gender perception of EDEC. All these systematic pressure work together to bring instability to all the services and interface with providing quality education and services. Retention needs multi level leadership and holistic policy solutions that consider educators' well being and professional identity. Early Years Learning Framework Department of Education 2022 emphasizes such principles on outgoing learning and reflective practice and collaborative partnerships. Nonetheless, they are hard to obtain in workplaces where employees are exhausted or feel unappreciated. The high staff turnover rate hinders continuity in the team and complements sustainability the same pedagogy and relationship with families. The process of leadership could be important to resolve these problems. According to Roe 2013, leadership during early years is not about being an authority, but about relationship, making decisions together, and empowering others. Leaders participating in the well being of staff members, such as monitoring, praising, and balanced working schedule, contribute to the culture of trust and professional respect. Effective and supportive leadership will be needed to retain early childhood education and care educators. In their Australian research, Garrett and Gibbs 2025 discovered that teachers tended to remain in the services that offered emotional support, positive feedback, and the opportunity to collaborate with leaders. This indicates that staff retention is not a matter of funding or policy, but largely effective leadership. Therefore, for educators to ensure that they are dedicated to their work, they need to foster openness, empathy, shared responsibilities among themselves to develop trust and feeling of belongings. With the kind of leadership, most teachers will dedicate the efforts in their work as they boost their motivation. Risk and challenges. I personally experienced the actual and grave outcome of a low staff retention and educators' sickness and well-being. This number and high turnover of teachers disturbs the proper relationship we make with the kids and their families. This has an impact on the safety and belonging of the children and issues regarding the need of have an approachable and learning pattern within the teams. The rapid turnover rate can also become a problem in meeting the requirement of national quality framework because of use of reflective practice and constant improvement based on the stable and well experienced teams. ASICA 2017. I have also noticed that consistency of staff is one of the factors that allow the children to feel safe and makes the care quality in general improve. As a leadership approach, understaffing causes more tension among the other staff members, hinders working together, and decreases time spent on work development. This usually leaves a vicious circle and burnout, causing additional resignations. According to the Thorpe at 2020, it can be referred as a systematic vulnerability in the industry where any bad working condition at one tier, like low wages or workload, may affect the morale and well being of all the teams. The other vital risk is that bad retention distorts professional identity. Teachers who feel undervalued might lose interest in the reflexive practice or innovation. According to Rod 2013, professional practice thrives where efficient learning and leaders inspire, respect, and support educators in the absence of this growth of quality staff. This risk could be mitigated or increasingly by style of leadership. Hierarchical leadership can provide an opportunity to suppress the voices of educators, and collaborative leadership can establish commitment and resilience. Nadeem 2024 notes that distributed leadership promotes a sense of shared responsibility and can assist in avoiding burnout through the decreasing decision and appreciating various expertise. Moreover, the lack of concern of well-being can undermine the results of children. Emotionally exhausted educators might fail to offer responsibility and high quality interaction. EYLFV 2.0 focuses on belonging, being, and becoming, which relies on emotionally available educators to work with children and families engagingly. These core values are jeopardized in case well-being is overlooked. The leadership problem in general consists of the possibility of reconciling the need of operations with the human aspect of education. The consequences of staff turnover are not limited to staffing shortages, but it is a risk to the core of early childhood education, relationships, trust, and quality. Strategies and leadership responses. To help reduce these risks, leadership practice must now focus on supporting inclusive and empowering environments. Transformational and distributed leadership styles can come in handy in this regard. Transformational leadership can inspire and motivate a group of people by exploiting the strength of individuals, sharing a vision, increasing growth in work, and involving them in the program wrote 2013. An example is to design well-being program whereby manageable workloads, frequent feedback, and recognition of achievements are incorporated in the program. In this study, Garrett and Gibbs 2025 found that open communication, emotional support, and regular teamwork improved staff morale and retention as the teachers felt significant, valued, and affiliated with their teams. Distributed leadership also increased retention by allowing educators to own the practice improvement. Nadeem 2024 teachers trust them and feel included when they believe in them to organize small events or professional learning processes. Such a type of team leadership aligns with the principle of EYLF, ongoing learning and reflective practice, and aligns with the quality area 7 of NQS governance and leadership. Mentoring and professional leadership are important policies in assisting educators' well-being and personal identity in early childhood education, where teachers are given time to participate in peer mentoring or reflective conversation. They will be less lonely and more in touch with their professional mission. As noted by Erabin 2024, the educational sense of professionalism and belonging is constructed through the involvement with the chance to engage with each other in a way of learning. The connection with a great professional brings the educators a sense of security, strength, and encouragement to remain in the profession. Therefore, effective monitoring and professional learning do not only improve the practice but also contribute to the retention of the workforce as a result of collaboration and professional respect development among educators. Frequent check-in, flexible work time, and articulate of expansion are some of well-being programs that can be adopted in the early childhood services. Such measures can assist teachers in feeling in appreciation of their daily activities. Role models who practice self-care demonstrate that well-being is not an independent aspect of professional excellence. Discussing mental health, promoting healthy work habits, and reflecting can help leaders perceive the value of balance and self-awareness, motivating others to do the same. Reflective practice will enable an educator to have time stop to reflect and learn from his or her experiences, creating confidence and resilience. Collectively, they led to establish a supportive workplace in which well-being is the responsibility of all. ASICA 2017. And then after that, early childhood education leadership must also be participatory, participative, or ethical. Good leaders are trustworthy leaders who are just honest and consistent. They encourage collaboration and welcome all to suggest ideas and participate in decision making. Row 2013 opines that successful leadership is anchored on a relationship that inspire others and create a feeling of belonging. Whenever leaders appreciate and reward success, they boost morale and enhance motivation. Such behavior create a positive and respectful culture in which educators and children feel valued and encouraged and achieve better learning results and a closer and more bonded group. Conclusion. In conclusion, the well-being of educators and staff retentions are among the most important in achieving quality results in early childhood education. It is not a pay problem or policy problem. It's a leadership problem. Effective leaders assist in building a feeling of belonging, purpose, and reflection, and allow teachers to thrive. Transformational and distributed leadership may enable early childhood leaders to encourage collaboration, professional development, and emotional well being. The approach also increases employee retention and is directly connected with the attending the national quality standard and the perspectives of EYLF 2.0. Reflecting on my personal experience is leadership. I understand the caring attitude towards teachers is the initial step to caring attitude towards children, and well-being should be at the center of reasonable care and education. There are some references I have attached. ASICA 2017 Guide to National Quality Framework, Department of Education 2022, Belonging, Being and Becoming, and French Wong Gibson 2021, Attracting, Retaining, and Sustaining Early Childhood Teachers, an ecological contemplation of workforce issues and future research direction. And one more is Sumption J. E. 2024 Thrope, Professional, Professionalism, Quality Improvement in Early Childhood Education and Care in the Journal of 52. And Staines M 2023 Reflective Practice in Education, a primer of practitioner. Few more references are also there. Nadeem M 2024 Social Sciences and Humanities Open, a catalyst for school improvement. Road J 2013, Leadership in Early Childhood, and then Thorpe K, Identifying Practitioner of Retention and Professional Well-being of Early Childhood Education Workforce in a Time of Change. Wood L. S. 2024, Enhancing the Well-being of Early Childhood Education Practitioner Working in Resource Constraint Context. South African Journal of Early Childhood Education. That's all. Thank you.